Governor Bill Lee has called for protection law to keep guns away from dangerous individuals. The Republic's governor also signed an executive order on Tuesday aimed at strengthening the state's background control system. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee on Tuesday signed an executive order aimed at strengthening background checks for firearm purchases, urging lawmakers pass a safeguards law to keep guns away from people who pose a danger themselves or others. "I'm asking the General Assembly to pass a protection bill," Lee told reporters at a Nashville police station. "A strong new conservation law will provide the broader population with protection and security from those who pose a danger to them or the population. This is our moment to give and lead the people of Tennessee what they deserve," Lee said. The executive order sets a 72-hour period for reporting new criminal activity and court mental health information to Tennessee Instant Check System, the background check system operated by Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. The order also directs TBE issue a report to Lee's office and the General Assembly within 2 months on barriers the complete, accurate and timely reporting of information accessible on TICs. The current background check process for purchasing a firearm only works when accurate and timely information is available, Lee said. The offer came after the Covenant was shot 4 days after Covenant attack, the least school attack in state's history. Lee told the Tennessean that he believed people who were a danger to themselves or others should not have access to guns, school safety measures with Republican legislative leaders. More, "They're begging us to do something," Nashville lawmaker calls for gun reform as hundreds of protesters follow Covenant the school safety package, which focuses on strengthening school safety and does not address gun reform, received bipartisan parliamentary approval last week. Lee reiterated that he had asked the General Assembly leadership to introduce direct protection legislation, but declined to say Tuesday whether he had promised sponsorship from lawmakers. But Lee's comments on Tuesday were his strongest comments that he believed the new law could be passed during this session, which is expected to be completed within weeks. Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally of our Oak Ridge was among the first Republicans to openly support an extreme risk protection order. House Speaker Cameron Sexton, although R. Crossville did not openly object to this, expressed her doubts that such a decision could include appropriate due process protections. Related, Governor Lee offers $140 million for armed guards in Tennessee schools. No gun reforms outlined in recent years. Republican lawmakers have expanded access to firearms. During this session, some Republicans sought to extend the unauthorized carry measure to long guns before the Covenant shot, a move that has been harshly criticized by Democrats. Democrats announced a legislative list on April 5 in response to the Covenant. "Right now, our families deserve action to stop future gun violence," Senator Ramesh Akbari, Senate Minority Leader of D-Memphis, said after Lee's statement Tuesday. "The governor is right to make this a priority before the session ends." Senate Act 1564 would allow family members and enforcement officers petition a court of law for an extreme risk protection order, which would allow enforcement temporarily remove weapons from someone deemed pose a risk themselves or others. "These are smart and effective solutions to keep children and families safe," Akbari said. "We are ready to work with the governor and the supermajority to get something done." Tennessee House passes bill to introduce new school safety measures. New gun reform effort launched. Republicans hesitant refer to emergency, temporary measures as red flag laws prevent some people from accessing firearms, but these are what popularly known as extreme risk protection orders. Gun rights groups have historically lobbied against red flag laws, and in recent days some Tennessee lawmakers have said they won't support a red flag law. Voices for a Safer Tennessee, a nonpartisan coalition formed in response to the LY Covenant attack, has lobbied in recent days asking lawmakers to close over-risk laws, stronger gun storage laws, and close background control loopholes. There are a lot of people who don't follow traditional battle lines in gun matters, and the one extreme or the other approach does not serve to protect our children or our communities, Voices member Carly Cruz said on Tuesday. Today's speech by the governor gives us hope that common ground can be found in this session. We support sensible, meaningful reforms to increase the safety of our families. Related, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee moves to increase school safety funding, open to some gun reforms after firing calling for gun reform. Thousands of protesters have descended on state capitol multiple times since Covenant was shot, and at times confronted Republican lawmakers in halls of state building during extremely tense moments. The House of Republicans on Thursday expelled 2 Democratic lawmakers for breaking House rules on March 30th and spearheading a parliamentary protest for gun reform, echoing the shouts of protesters outside the House. Although supported by some conservatives, the movement received widespread condemnation and national attention. The Nashville Metro Council reappointed one of its lawmakers, Representative Justin Jones, D. Nashville, to the seat on Monday. The other MP for the Shelby County Commission on Wednesday, former Representative Justin Pearson, is expected to take over the reappointment of D. Memphis. While Lee on Tuesday avoided questions about whether deportation was an appropriate action against Jones and Pearson, youngest black lawmakers in the General Assembly, Lee said he hoped there would be bipartisan support to get proposal. As I said before, when something as bad as what happened 2 weeks ago is devastating, emotionally difficult, you expect people to have intense emotional reactions, Lee said. It's normal for people. Now we have the opportunity to work together. Reach out to Melissa Brown at Mabrown Tennessee.